Okay, we are moving on in our data analysis unit, and we are going to create and analyze frequency tables, line plots, and histograms. So that's what we're going to do today. Frequency table. What we do for frequency tables is we tally the amount of times a term appears in a data set. And when I say tally, I mean old school 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. You're tallying, you're ticking, you're making marks. Okay? A line plot. What you do, you place an X based on the frequency of a term. Frequency, amount it happened. And an interval is equal parts. Okay? That's vocab you need to know for today's lesson. All right, so steps for a line plot. This is line plots. Line plot steps they're super nice and easy. It just takes a little bit of time, but it's not too hard to think it through. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a frequency table. The first thing you're going to do, frequency table, you're going to tally up how often something's occurring. And secondly, you will make your line plot. So you're going to make a frequency table and then make a line plot that corresponds with it. So let's try it. A dice was rolled 20 times, and the results are displayed. So this is really my data set. I want to create a line plot of the data. So what numbers do I go to? 1 through 6, right? So my numbers, my possible numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now this is where it's pretty nice and easy. A 5 occurs once, I put a tally. A 2 occurs once, I put a tally. A 5 occurs again, put a tally. 4 occurs, put a tally. 1 occurs, put a tally. 6 occurs, put a tally. 5 occurs again, tally. You see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Yep. 5 occurs again, I'm putting another tally. Looks like 5 is Mr. Popular here. 1 occurs again. Oh, good, we get a 3. A 6. A 1. A 3. A 4. A 5. A 3. A 5. A 3. And a 4. Okay. We did it. Now we go from the frequency table to our line plots. So I do the same thing. I write the number, my possible numbers I could get. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mine aren't scaled that beautifully.
Mine aren't either.
But we're going to be okay. Okay. A 1 occurs 3 times. That means I put 3 X's. It's as easy as that. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 2 occurs twice. Put 2 X's. 3 occurs 4 times. Put 4 X's. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 occurs 3 times. Put an X. 3 of them. 5 occurs 6 times. Let's hope I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 occurs twice. That's awesome. Now, why would I do this? Because it's easy for me to identify the mode, would be 5, right? And there's a really nice way to identify the median using this. Because notice what I do. This pretty much just got it in order, didn't it? Because I know how many times the smallest number occurs and how many times every number in between. So I can easily find my median by scratching out, whoops, I forgot this little guy, the numbers from left to right. You see what I'm doing? And then it looks to me like I have two numbers left, and they're both 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. So my median would be 4. So it's easy for me when I get it in a line plot to cross out to get my median. So it's a nice way to quickly organize my data sets in order. Okay, I want you to do the next one. For the next example, I'm looking to see what my numbers range between, and it looks like I go from 10 to 15. So I'm making 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now I'm just tallying. I got a 10, a 12, a 13, a 15, another 10, 11, 14, 13, 10, 11, 11, 12, 10, 10, 15. Woo. Okay, now I'm going to make a line plot. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make my x's. 10 has 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 11s. 1, 2, 3. 2 12s. 2 13s. 1 14. 2 15s. Okay, so I did it. Now I can identify my median by crossing out from big to small. What did I miss?
In the top 10 seed.
Top 10. Yeah, the top one on 10.
I don't.
And the freaking sun.
Oh, thank you. I see it. I see it. Now I'm back. So it looks like my median is 11. Median is 11. Okay? Okay.
How do you know which one to cross off?
Because you always cross off the smallest and the biggest until you get to the middle. So the 10 is the smallest, right? And then 15. So I have 10, but I really have the big order. I have, 5 10s all the way up to 2 15s. So I'm just crossing out based on the smallest number and the biggest. So 10's the smallest, 15. 10's the smallest, 15. 10's the smallest, 14's the next biggest. 10's the smallest, 13. Yep.
Does it matter which way you cross them out? Because what you do, you're going down and then up. Would you go like down,
No.
down, and up, up?
It would matter, but if they're all the same values, it didn't matter to me there. But yeah, I mean, it would matter that you cross out the smallest and the biggest. The goal is just make sure you cross out the smallest and the biggest number. Okay, histograms. Histograms is where it gets a little difficult. How we make them, the first thing you're going to want to do is determine what's called an interval size. Okay? This tells us sections. Interval is a section in this context. Okay? And then you want to create a frequency table. And then we'll graph. So when we determine interval size, what I really do, I use the range. I go range plus 1. That's what I do. My range plus 1. And then I think I want to make parts that have to deal with that. So look in here. The results of testing 12 batteries of the same type are shown at the right. Use the data to make a histogram. So it's talking about hours of battery life. I think I want to know my range. What's my biggest number I have? 23. Take away my smallest is 9. Okay, that's 14. And then you add 1, which is 15. So I think I want to section off 15. How can I section off 15? Into 3 sections, right?
Yeah.
So if I make 3 sections, each section should have 5 data points. Okay? So now I start with my smallest. My interval is going to be from 9 to, now let's count 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's going to be from 9 to 13. My next data set, my next 5 values, is going to start at 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 14 to 18. And then 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Do not be too proud to use your fingers to help you identify the values. Okay? Yep.
Why is it only 4 and not?
It's not. That's why I was using my fingers. I think to myself, hey, this is only 4. It's not though. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's really 5. That's why we do this plus 1. When I told you the range plus 1. Okay? Because you're really taking a number out when you take that difference. Okay. When I felt confused with this, and it took me a while to wrap my brain around it, I always went back to 1 through 10. And if I said, what's the range of 1 through 10, you're going to say 9. But if you were to actually count 1 through 10, there's 10. So you always skip one of the 2 numbers, usually that first one. So you always have to add it. And then it gets to the easy part. So this is the hard part, is creating the interval. Then it's easy, you just tally. So 9 goes in this interval, 12 goes in the first one, 14 goes in the second interval, 10 goes in the first, 15 in the second, 10 in the first, 18 in the second, 23 in the third, 10 in the first, 14 in the second, 22 in the last, 11 in the first. Frequency tables are weird. You don't have to do it like this, but you're supposed to say, hey, this occurred 6 times, this occurred 4, this occurred 2. So I'm going to scale it by 2s, 2, 4, 6. And now I have 3 intervals, right? 3 interval options, so I'm going to turn this bottom axis into thirds. This is interval 9 through 13, 14 through 18, and 19 through 23. Now you'll see what will happen. It's all coming together. 9 through 13 occurred 6 times, so it looks like a bar graph. It is not though, because it has intervals. 14 through 18 occurs 4 times, and 19 through 23 occurs 2 times. That's it.